easy go.
What's up everybody out there? Welcome back to the channel, guys. CHILLSCISSORS here, back at it again for you guys for yet another fantastic week of pickups. A lot of great games, accessories, and collectibles found out in the wild. I'm here to share those with you. If you're new here, then welcome to the channel, guys. If you want to stick around, make sure and hit that subscribe button. I would really appreciate it. We're on our way to 400 subscribers, so let's get it there, guys. I have the best fan base out there that you can possibly imagine, and I really appreciate the support. Enough of that, let's go ahead and jump into this week's pickups video. This first find was actually on a buy one get one free deal, and I picked up a copy of Deadpool for the Xbox One X or Xbox One, whichever you have. But I'm a pretty big fan of the movie series, all the way back dating to the comic strip. But I love his sense of humor. His abilities are just outrageously over the top cool. But looking forward to jumping in this. It reviewed quite well. Additionally to that, then I think that they'll do quite a good job on the character's sense of humor. I hope they implemented that into the game. If you know much about this, then comment below what your thoughts on it. I'll be interested to read that and get back to you on that. But yeah, happy to add that one to the collection. This next one, I have 3 of 4. I'm a really big fan of the not only the original Xbox, but for the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. So I picked up a copy. Finally, I found a complete one. I could find them out, and I kept on finding them in poor condition, missing the manual slash booklet, whichever you prefer. But finally came across a copy of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I have part 2 and 3, but there was actually another one called Melee, I believe. That one I don't have in the collection just yet. It's not expensive. I just have never come across it out in the wild. But looking forward to finally completing my Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle original Xbox game library. I need one more, so I'll be looking out for that one. So happy to add that one to the collection as well. And my boss at work has just been bugging me and ringing my phone off the hook, telling me to jump into the Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic. But whenever I looked up, how many hours it takes to beat just the main game, then you can imagine I wasn't excited to be jumping into this. But I knew I could, if I waited, I would find it for a decent price. But came across Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic for the original Xbox. Such a classic. I unfortunately did not jump on this bandwagon. I've never played this, but people that have talked to about it swear by it and say it's one of the best Star Wars games out there for the original Xbox or all time, which is a bold statement being said. You know how many Star Wars games have been released over a wide variety of platforms, but man, from what I saw and from what people say, they say that I'm not going to be let down, and just enjoy the RPG elements of Knights of the Old Republic. I have part 2. I don't own it. I'm on the hunt for that one as well, so I'll be coming across that one hopefully in the near future. This one is included in the buy one get one free deal for the Deadpool, and for free I got a complete copy of the Payday 2 Collector's Edition for the Xbox 360. Stay tuned, I'll be doing an unboxing of this. Anytime I come across throughout my pickups a collector's or limited box set, then I like to share those with you in depth and do them upright and unbox them for you. So I'm going to be doing the same for this one. This one features a money wallet. It came with a special mask, which I'm really surprised that they've actually fit all of the contents into this, being said it comes with a mask, the wallet, some latex gloves from in the game, kind of weird, but I'll check those out with you guys, and a few other features that this thing has in there. So Payday 2, really cool. Another game I haven't played, I own but never played. I had the standard version of this, but I've been collecting really heavily on the big box sets for the Xbox 360, so whenever I came across this one for a free deal, you already know, I jumped all over that one. So this one's going to be out of left field. if you tuned in for my last pickups video, then you would have saw that from a sweet old lady I bought a large bundle of collectible Nintendo GameCube games, but she said either you buy the lot or you don't buy any of it. So I had to jump on it. Included in that lot was some PlayStation titles, and last week I did not throw this one in there. I guess it got left out, but included in that lot I picked up a complete box that included the Resident Evil 4 for PlayStation. This one's supposed to go to a friend that is an avid PlayStation collector. However, man, Resident Evil 4 revolutionized the whole genre for me and made me into the gamer that I am today, and made me enjoy the survival horror aspect in a lot of these games. And there's not been a game released after Resident Evil 4 that has given me the same sensation. A lot of, loving and just outright awesome other sensations, but not quite the same. Kind of like Zelda. There's been a lot of semi-free roam, strategy games such as Zelda, but none of them really touched me in the way that a Zelda title did. But came across this one, and I don't know, I might have to talk him out of this one to keep. And if you tuned in also, then since I bought that lot, I've really been thinking about picking up a PlayStation, which is like crazy. If you know me or know this channel, then you know that that's a pretty big deal for that to be coming out of my mouth. But I don't know. We might see what the PlayStation version has to offer here before too long. Let's hash that out in the comments below if you think I should get a PlayStation and start from ground zero. I won't jump up to the PlayStation 4. I want to see what these exclusive titles have to offer for the original PlayStation. So kind of odd. Normally I say very glad to add that one to the collection. Very different to add that one to my collection. So this next one is actually Amiibo. Shout out to Wartrain. If you're not familiar with his channel, then hop on over and check out his channel. Shout out to him. On his recent pickups, he actually shared that he picked up this Amiibo, and I immediately, after seeing that this was a thing, I had no idea. For some reason, I didn't know that this was a release or upcoming release. But on his video, he showed that he picked up a Dark Samus Amiibo, and this thing is just morbid looking. Her hand is like all like sticking down. Her fingers are super long, just like you would imagine it would be. These Amiibos are super detailed, and I'm a massive fan of the Metroid universe, and I had to have this one. I went to my local Walmart and I looked on the shelf. I looked all over for it and couldn't find it anywhere. So I'll go up to the guy at the counter and I'm like, hey, I'm looking for this, and he doesn't even try. He doesn't look at the counter space or anything. He just says, yep, sold out. And I got to looking around, and inside the cage, I'll show you a picture of it. Inside the cage, there was actually a Dark Samus Amiibo 1. And he turns around and he's like, oh. So he unlocks the cage and sells me this thing. And I haven't been able to see it since inside my local game stores or any other retail stores. So this thing is probably being scouted online as we speak. And yeah, just happy to have that one into the Amiibo collection. Wartrain's really opening my eyes and get me into this collecting the Amiibos. I mean, I have, probably 60 or 70 Amiibos, but here recently I've been more particularly picking up the newer ones that are still sealed in box, and I'd like to keep them that way. But also recently I picked up an original Xbox kiosk. So if you're interested in that, check out the video, man. It's just awesome, the gaming history that I've been able to find in my local area, and take it not only for my collection but to preserve it, to make sure that it finds a good home. And I'm going to take care of this thing and see to it that it gets protected for future generations, so that my kids my nieces and my nephews can come over and see these things and really enjoy them the way that they were meant to be enjoyed back in the day. I'm not going to just set this thing aside and you know, let it collect dust. I don't want it to be played. I want it to be used. I want to take care of it though. But included in that bundle, then I actually was able to pick up this stack. It's probably 25 to 30 original Xbox demo discs, and I'll just go over a few of them here. We got Splinter Cell Chaos Theory, demoed with several other games, Star Wars Battlefront, Burnout 2, I believe that one is. Just tons of these. I'll go over a few more. Now that I've actually got a few of these, I would like to start collecting the rest of them. I don't know how many there are in total. I'm sure there's probably a lot out there, but each one of these has several different games and several different trailers and some even exclusive missions to particular games. But like, you know, for this one, for example, this one's Rally Sports 2, but it also is paired with Shadow Ops, Van Helsing, Railstorm, and then just has a huge list of like trailers and announcement videos. This one has Ghost Recon, plus Shaolin 2, Trans World, Snowboarding, ATV Quad, Power Racing. And now that I have the original Xbox kiosk, I can actually throw that in there inside the kiosk with the controllers. That way they're actually playing these demos on loop the way it has and it's an intended purpose, which is super cool. I only got a few more here. We'll just continue on here. Mortal Kombat. One thing I did pick up as well, included in the original kiosk, is a modded Xbox. I know, he's like, no. And I've always had that standpoint, but it's just so nice to be able to not have to change out discs on the kiosk, because you have to open up the front of the thing, gain access to the console, change the disc, you know, load it up, do it that way, opposed to just having the entire library, not just original Xbox complete library, but we're talking Super Nintendo, complete Game Boy library, NES, Sega CD, Sega Master System, Sega Genesis, like the list goes on. Thousands of games that I can just click into and play to my heart's content. And it's just really weird though to play like you know, like a Zelda title on original Xbox. Not only that, playing like Tournament Fighters, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, a game that obviously never released on the original Xbox, playing it on original Xbox with a controller, it just feels so weird. Being able to do that, it just feels like I need to take a shower after I get done playing Zelda on an Xbox. But it works and it helps me utilize the original kiosk and keep it alive, and I'm just so happy and humbled to have that into the collection as well. But that's it, guys. Really hope that you guys enjoyed this week's pickups. I know I had a ton of fun going out there in the wild and finding all these things and then sharing them with you. As always, thank you for liking, commenting, and subscribing. I'll catch you all in the next week's pickups. Peace.
Mega Man!